On.
Hey, what's going on? It's Johnny Garber from Derringer in the Morning. This is Reacted. This is probably one of the things I like to keep in my medicine cabinet. I call it like the arsenal to take care of my seasonal allergies because I am a seasonal allergy sufferer. This is Facebook Live. This is Victor Wong. He is a pharmacist in the city of Toronto, now my close personal friend of mine. And we're going to talk about seasonal allergies because I am a seasonal allergy sufferer, and it is that time. And so, because this is Facebook Live, you can type in your questions. If you have a question about allergies, seasonal allergies, for a pharmacist, because he is here. Okay, Victor, I suffer from seasonal allergies. My biggest symptom is that sort of my tongue is trying to scratch the back of my throat, but I'm not double jointed, so I can't get it. Talk about Reactin and what it does to combat those sort of things.
Yeah, think of Reactin as a first line of defense, just like you mentioned.
All right.
So basically, when the body comes in contact with those allergens like the pollen, the ragweed, the mold, the dust, pet dander, it creates this reaction called the histamine reaction that causes that stuffy nose, that sneezing, itchy eyes, more tears than Raptors fans had last night.
This guy, too soon? Go easy. Maybe I'll take one of these now. Maybe it'll help. Okay, so it combats with all of those. I remember when I was a kid, and I've had all my life, I would rub my eyes and they would water. And that feeling, and my parents would be like, stop rubbing your eyes, but it's like an urge to do it, which is why I would take a Reactin, and within like 20 minutes, I would start to feel better. And I think for a lot of people who this is a big thing for them, to have something like Reactin in their back pocket, in their purse, in their wallet, to help them do it, because right now, and I know you can't see it, but you at home can, we're in it right now. The pollen count, Chris, you got it up there? Today is high. So it's already started, my friends. I hate to tell you that, but it has.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When the weather's as great as it is right now, it's sunny, it's perfectly blue skies, that's when pollen counts are usually the highest. So today, we got really high levels of cedar, we got birch, we got ash. So people who are sensitive to that are really suffering right now.
Okay. Reactin revealed, with a new study that they just did, that figures for pollen and hay fever have risen since 2011, increasing the severity of people's symptoms. So maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago, it wasn't so bad, and you're like, oh my God, it's getting worse. I'm always stuffed up. Maybe you have seasonal allergies and you just don't know.
Right, yeah. It's funny. People have found a correlation since 2011. I mean, people are experiencing more allergies, and it might be because of climate change.
Sure.
I mean, there's a lot more warmer weather, and because of that, there's more pollen, more ragweed, more grass out there. So be proactive about it. You always want to make sure that you have some of these antihistamines on hand, like Reactin, so that you can stop it in its tracks.
I talked to somebody who works on the show, and she wasn't sure if she had a cold or she had allergies.
Yeah.
So talk about the differences, because 66% of allergy sufferers say allergies have an impact on their ability to be fully rested. We all know sleep's very important. Yeah. So talk about do I have a cold? Do I have allergies?
Yeah. So the symptoms are really similar. I mean, with colds and with allergies, you're still going to have those itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, congestion. But what really differentiates is how long it lasts. With colds, it lasts about 5 to 10 days.
Yes.
But with allergies, it can last weeks.
Yes.
Like you were saying, at the end of the year, you can have it for weeks, if not 1 or 2 months. If that's happening to you, it's most likely allergies.
Okay, and take a Reactin. And for me personally, 20 minutes, half an hour, I start to feel relieved, and I start to feel a lot better. What can people do on a day like today? People want to go outside. You say it's beautiful. Yeah. Pollen counts high. Hit the graphic. Thank you so much. And they want to go outside. Yeah. How can I combat it now when I go back inside at the end of the day?
Right, so pro tip, you want to take your allergy medications like Reactin, you want to take it before you head outside.
Okay.
So take it early on.
Preventative maintenance.
That's right.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, during the peak allergy season right now, you want to take it every single day.
Yes.
That way those symptoms don't even start.
Smart.
And that lasts a whole 24 hours, so you're covered.
Okay.
And you also want to make sure your home is your sanctuary.
All right.
Yeah, so when you get home, you got to remember that there's a lot of pollen that's stuck to your outdoor clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you get home, take off your clothes, throw in the laundry.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of pollen on your hair. It's like a magnet for pollens, especially if you wear hair gel, if you wear hairspray. You want to get home, you want to wash that all off. And that also includes your eyebrows, your eyelashes, that traps a lot of pollen, and also inside the nares, like inside your nose. Give it a rinse or just wash it out.
I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually a paste. I don't use hair gel, it's a paste, but I assume it's the same. But you said about the indoor clothes, and because we're friends and we've known each other now for 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you a story. So I'll go home and I'll have these things. I'll pop a reactant, and I'll get my outdoor clothes off, and I'll put on my indoor cape. And it's a thing that I use. It's just indoors, so I know it's safe.
Yeah.
That's
a good tip.
I'm going to start doing that. Okay, good. So when people go and see Victor, the pharmacist, and say, "Hey, I have allergies," you're going to say, "Take a reactant," and have you thought about getting an indoor cape?
Got to get the cape.
I appreciate it very, very much. Okay, I always feel in the allergy community that maybe us who have allergies are looked down upon, and I always feel like I need representation. And Reacted wants to make that representation happen with a new emoji. If you use the hashtag allergyfeels and go to change.org, you can see this new emoji. Chris, you got it up? Thank you so much. Talk to us about this new emoji so all of our allergy sufferers can now rise up and be part of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, emojis are hot right now.
Yes.
And it's funny, I mean, it's like a second language now.
Yes.
For some odd reason, we've actually gone back in time, and now we're using hieroglyphics.
Yes, I agree.
Weird, right?
I was on Reddit, and people said that, like, somebody actually wrote hashtags or emojis are life. That was the hashtag. Hashtag emojis are life. So we got to get on it, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So this emoji allows allergy sufferers to communicate to other individuals how they're suffering.
Sure.
I mean, instead of that smiley face, with that yellow smiley face.
Yes. Like everything's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
This emoji is not exactly smiling. It's sniffling, it's sneezing. There's watery eyes, and there's a tissue up to his nose, and surrounding it are all of that, all those allergens. So you got pollen, you got flowers, you got dust. It's making life miserable.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a bit of a lazy guy. So when somebody texts me, "How are you doing today?" and I haven't taken my reactant yet, and I'm not feeling well, and I am having those issue water eyes, I can just hit this emoji and be like, this, send. And you know what I mean? Until I start feeling better, and I can just do it like that. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, and on bad days, triple the emoji.
Yes, absolutely. Change.org is the website to go to. If you're a seasonal allergy sufferer and you want to be part of this movement, this emoji movement, use the hashtag allergy feels, and everything will be good. Is there any more that we need to get across right now? Because I've had seasonal allergies all my life, since I was a kid up until now. I know for some people you may not have it when you were younger and get it when you're older, and vice versa.
Right.
Have it when you're a kid and get out of it. Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to talk to that people need to know about Reactant and how it helps you, or anything else about allergies?
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. Even though a person might not be an allergy sufferer before, you can be an allergy sufferer when you grow up. So for myself, for instance, when I was in my 20s, I started getting seasonal allergies. And also, especially on peak days when it's very high pollen, those days, even people who normally don't suffer can get symptoms. So if that happens to you or anyone else, pop the reactant ahead of time before you even get outside. And that way you're all covered for the entire day.
Here's the best part about Reactant. Number one, it gets rid of my allergies within 25 minutes. Right. The second best part is the pill's really small. Yeah. My wife hates taking pills to the point where she just won't do it. You need to take your vitamin. But with this, it's really easy to go down and it's easy to take. And why suffer when you don't have to, right?
Exactly, that's right.
Victor, appreciate it. Okay, here's the box again. Go to change.org, be part of the movement. Get that emoji going, and you can go do that at change.org, as well as use the hashtag allergyfeels, and don't forget your indoor cape. Okay, you heard it from me and Victor the pharmacist. Okay, it's important to have an indoor cape. All right, change.org. Appreciate it. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Hopefully allergy-free with our friends at Reactant and Victor, the pharmacist. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 10:30, even though this one's live. It was at 11:04. There you go. Appreciate it. All right, see you guys later. Bye.